I'm not going to swear.
Okay, now that I got your attention, let me tell you something. You know what really grinds my gears?
Right then, it's obviously Lee the History Boy, as you'll see by my video and the channel name and blah blah blah. I'm kind of saying this for anyone who is new to my channel or hasn't discovered my channel yet, that somehow gets recommended my videos by the algorithm, or this video to start with. Now, yeah, this is one I haven't done for a while, but it was triggered by some shite earlier today. I was playing. Well, I was. Sometimes I was using interchangeably. Were and was. It's a northern thing. Anyway, um, yeah, I were playing some Google. Well, some Just Play games. Couple of them. Couple of well, no, kind of one in particular. Trivia game. I decided rather than just do puzzle games, for example, do some trivia stuff because it's always fun to know things and figure things out. And plus, I have the which will go live one day when I can be bothered. Um, and also in the intro said, "I'm not going to swear," but I'm not sure how much shite counts. It depends where you're from, I suppose. Um, yeah, where was I? I ramble on worse than Alan Partridge, played by Steve Coogan, sometimes, and I suppose Donald Mellard Ducky from NCIS, where he kind of just he forgets what he was actually rambling on for, like I'm doing now. But I suppose people, depending on inconsistent views, I suppose they sort of like that. But I don't. Whatever. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, the Just Play series sponsored whatever backed series of puzzle games, trivia games, blah 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 blah. The full of Google, because yeah, Google's everywhere now. Silicon Valley salesman data bunkum bunkum. That's just a word I want to use because some words are just fun to use. He's just everywhere. Even on YouTube ads. If it knows you, if Google knows your data and you're a regular user of Google, and you play certain games, then ones will be advertised to you. And the adverts. I mean, you're seeing right now in the yeah the adverts are just insufferably false. That was my Gollum impression. I kind of took the surprise out of that, just like um, thingy Brent. If you know your comedy shows and Mock the Week and stuff like that, um, wherever you are, if you're UK people, if you're people that like British things, whatever, over the pond things, if I've included, Canadians and Americans and maybe Aussies, but that's not really an over the pond term, is it? But you know what I mean, like chief half or chiefly English speaking nations. Not to sound like Winston Churchill or out, but yeah, that impressionist, but Scottish impressionist Bremner, not Ewan, not Spud from Train Spotting, for example. I suppose Bremner's just a kind of common-ish name in the far north of GB. Yeah, I kind of took the. I suppose I took the punchline out of the Gollum reference. Anyway, back to it, as Negan says. Negan Smith. I believe his last name is Smith. I thought Negan was his last name, but really back to it. Yeah, the ads. Bloody hell. That's technically swearing, but depends who you ask. So shut up. God. Yeah, it's gonna. There's always that annoying blonde in them. I think I've dared myself to listen out of some sort of mental Chinese water torture. But yeah, it's like it's America backed, but she sounds. I think a few of them sound Australian, or she's the only one that kind of honestly sounds Australian. But there's like Aussies doing funky American accents, and then some to quote Deadpool, in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, underratedly voiced by John Kazia. I think I pronounced his name right. Anyway, who cares? In this instance, vaguely foreign freaks, basically. Yeah. It's all saying the same rubbish. It's rubbish. Bloody rubbish. To quote John Thompson from the Fast Show. God, I'm referencing quite a few comedy things, aren't I? And also they also, you get the whole tester up thing too, where but there are some bubble rubbish, and they all say like, "Are you tired of apps that don't pay out?" And da 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 da. You mean what? You mean like you? I mean, it's debatable, but it's like, depending on what the game is, you just can't be. At least in my experience, or I'm in sort of the. I mean, I suppose I would say global minority, but I'm probably not. It's just that advertising or over advertising. I think it's over advertising, where it's just like it seems like the majority are benefiting, and we're all walking in, Munchkin land basically, and everything's la di da di da. But don't venture into the slum half a mile away. But yeah, and then there's certain advertising like AI slop. The AI slop I can create a music video, blah 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 blah. It's like no. If I want to do that, I just if I can be bothered, get a camera. I have a friend who does all that crap. So if I could be really asked, I'd call him. Sorry about asked. That's what 5 pence in the swear jar, I suppose technically. Whatever. I use technically a lot as a filler word. But yeah, and then there's certain ads which you'll see a screenshot of. Hopefully, it depends how this is edited, and I'm going to put my voice under here with the magic that is Converter.app. Sometimes it's finicky, sometimes it's faffy, but all in all, it works. Depends how big your video is. I'm getting to the last minute or so because of data recording time, blah blah blah, blah boring spiel. To quote my Jewish dearly departed great nana, Hannah. That inadvertently rhymed, like lethal interjection in Boondocks. I've just been binge watching them. Yeah, and then there's certain ads like Prograd. I'm not going to include Prograd physically in here, but there's a certain one I'm going to show. I'm showing where it cuts between filming on the sofa, doing rubbish on the computer, and then someone really with the face kind of almost in a kind of goldfish bowl shot, and it's insufferable. It's almost it essentially makes me want to punch them. But I'm gonna leave it there because data and rubbish, space, recording time, and I'll love you and leave you. Also, before I go, I would just like to ask through good old, well, a good old, not friend, but you might get the gist. Anyway, I would just like to ask, before I ramble on and on and on, like a snake eating its tail in the Greek myths. Why are you? Why?
Why are you the way that you are?